Hey yo, what's up? We're back with another video. So for today's set, we're going to be doing a birthday set and we're going to be doing some marble ombre along with some V-tips. Here I'm going in with my prep. As you guys know, I don't do too much. I'm going in with my medium grit sanding bit just to get the oil off of the natural nails. And then I'm going to go in with my non-C-curve tips from Kiara Sky. As you guys know, I like to dip my tips into the monomer just to get them to adhere a lot faster. Now I'm going to go in and start prepping the nail tip. So I'm blending it in with the natural nail and also creating that C-curve at the edge of the tip. I do like to do this just because it helps with my acrylic application and just setting the foundation right. Like I've mentioned before, they are optional. You don't have to do these steps. Once that's done, I'm going to go in with my dehydrator, and I do use acetone in a spray bottle. I also use the Mia Secret primer, and right after the primer, I go in with a small clear acrylic bead just to protect the primer from any lint getting on it and also to help my retention out. Now I'm going to go in with my application, and I am using Bad Enough from Dynamic Nail Supply. I'm also going to use Pure White from Kiara Sky for the marble nail and Clear from Mia Secret. Now we're gonna get into the marble, and like I mentioned, it is gonna be an ombre, so we're only gonna do the marble at the tip. So what I like to do is work with the wetter beads. I do like to use more clear than white because the white always overpowers the clear. The cool thing about marble nails is that they don't have to be perfect, so you could just kind of go with the flow and see how you like it, how it's coming out, and just play with it. The only thing you have to be careful with is your white and making sure that it doesn't overpower all of the clear, because you do want it to be looking like a marble, not just a clear and white blob. So just be careful, work in smaller beads. As you guys can see, I work in sections, so I try to do like the middle piece first, and then I'll go in and do the top, and then I do the bottom. I also like to make sure that when I'm doing my marble, I flatten the acrylic out, just so when I go in with my ombre, I don't have to deal with like the lumps of the two colors and it preventing me to get that seamless ombre look. So definitely keep that in mind as well. Once I finish the marble and I like the way that it's looking, I'm gonna go ahead and start ombreing it. So like I mentioned, I am using Bad Enough from Dynamic Nail Supply, and the first bead I go in with is kind of just to get that bead where I want it to transition. So pretty much I just add the first bead, I start blending it down, and then the second bead is really where I'm gonna get that coverage so that you won't be able to see the two colors dividing. Once I'm done ombreing, I'm going to go in with my clear and just encapsulate it all, just to make sure that when I go in and file, I don't accidentally remove the ombre or any of the marble that's going on. Now I'm going to go in and repeat those same steps onto the middle finger, since this one is going to be a marble ombre as well. Now we're going to get into our filing, and as you guys know, I'm using my 60 by 60 hand files. They're going to be linked in the description box below if you guys are interested in purchasing. But I like to use my hand file for the most part. I like to feel like I'm in control, and with my e-file, I don't feel that whatsoever. It's definitely something I need to work on. But for now, my hand file is my go-to. Once I'm done hand filing, I'm going to go in with my fine drill bit and just clean up underneath the free edge, clean up around the cuticle, and smooth out the entire nail. So like I mentioned, I don't use buffers anymore. I use this fine drill bit instead. And you guys are going to see when it gets to the marble nail, when I smooth it out, how much of a difference it makes compared to a buffer. So honestly, if you haven't got one yet, get one because you need it. Now we're going to get into the design, and like I mentioned, we're going to be doing some V-tips. So this white is going to be linked in the description box below. I did get it off of Amazon, and like I always say, it is 10 out of 10, would recommend. Super pigmented, so go ahead and snatch that one up. We did end up adding some little crystals around the cuticle, but I forgot to record that part, and then we just went in with our glossy top coat. But that pretty much wraps up today's video. Thank you guys for watching and tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.